welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's reading, we will find out, will you ever date the person that is currently on your mind? So first, in this reading, we'll take a look at the energies that are currently going on between you and this person, and will you ever date this person or not. Then in the extended reading, we will find out who will make the first move, the timeline of when you both might get together, and the future of this relationship. The links to your extended readings are given in the description box. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got 3 options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the pinned comment and in the description box. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you chose the first image, let's start your reading by taking a look at the energies between you and the person on your mind right now, and then we will proceed to the big question, will you ever date them or not? So, Spirit, what is the current energy between group 1 and the person on their mind? What is the current energy between group 1 and the person on their mind? What is the current energy between group 1 and the person on their mind? Okay, so we've got truth, community, and adventures. This is someone that you probably share a social circle with this person. You guys hang out together. You guys run in the same circles, like I said. For some of you, it is possible that you both work in the same company, are in the same team, or you live in the same neighborhood, you are ex-colleagues, or you used to study with this person, something like that. So there are a lot of mutual connections, mutual ties like that between you both. And I am getting another interesting message. I had to sneeze. So anyway, the interesting thing that I am seeing over here is that both of you kind of act like, oh, I don't want to be tied down by anything and I'm just happy the way things are right now. And, you know, you're going out on multiple dates, they're going out on multiple dates, but you both have feelings for each other. It's just that both of you are very, very afraid of expressing that openly. You've never said it out loud, they've never said it out loud. You both feel it though. When you see them going out on dates with other people, it bugs you. When they see you going out on dates with other people, it irritates them a lot. I'm not sure whether any of these mutual connections that are there between you guys have confided in you about this, if they've ever told you something like this, that the person on your mind, you know, they were asking me, who's that person that you were out with the other day, things like that. So there is jealousy because there is fondness. You both like each other, you both want to be with each other, you both are very afraid of disrupting the current dynamics, so you don't say anything, you keep it all bottled up, but you get jealous when you see them with someone else, they get jealous when they see you with someone else. And I feel like there is at least one person in your group who has told you very clearly, either told you or told this person that's on your mind, that you both need to just cut out the bullshit and you both need to be more frank with each other. There is very obvious chemistry between you guys, and why won't either of you just say something? You know, you both should get a room and jokes like that. And whenever this happens, both of you get very awkward and like, no, we're just friends, but you don't want to be just friends, and they don't want to be just friends either. Some of you have had a one-night stand with this person, or you have hooked up with them, and both of you were expecting this to go somewhere after that, and it didn't, because both of you are shit scared, and that could have soured things a little bit. So now let's take a look at your tarot cards and see, will you ever date this person or not? By the way, if you wish to book a personal reading, you can contact me on my email, WhatsApp, or Instagram. They're all given in the description box. You can also check out my Patreon for exclusive tarot readings and videos. That link is also in the description box. So, let's see. Spirit, will group 1 ever date the person on their mind? We have the 6 of Wands, Page of Swords. Will group 1 ever date the person on their mind? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Will group 1 ever date the person on their mind? And we have the King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So, King of Swords and Queen of Wands. Yeah, emotions are not your strong suit. They are not this person's strong suit either. You both feel things very deeply, but when it comes to acting on those feelings, when it comes to communicating, neither you are that good at it, nor are they, which is why I'm actually very interested to find out in your extended reading who will make the first move. But from what I can see over here, yes, you both will most definitely date each other. And if it wasn't obvious already, this is a slow burn. I see this honeybee working on the beehive. So, little elements, little moments of sweetness, little gestures here and there, a lingering smile, lingering touch, things like that, would just make it very, very obvious that, it's unofficial, but we're obviously a thing. That is the kind of progression that I see over here. One of you eventually just bosses up and takes the lead, because we have the Page of Swords over here with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So there might be an external push, maybe one of those mutual connections that you guys have. And one more thing, when you both do eventually get around to dating each other, this person is going to be extremely, actually not extremely in a maddening way, but yes, they will be very possessive about you. Someone here might have their Venus in Scorpio, because I am getting jealous lover vibes. I don't know whether it's you or whether it's them, but yes, a fair amount of, do not look at group 1 is mine, like that is going to be there on their side. You will also notice a change in the way that they talk to you. Right now, they talk to you like a friend, like a buddy. And then once you guys start dating, you will see this and if I assume that you're a feminine watching this and this is a masculine, you will see a very chivalrous side of theirs come out. You'll see a very gentlemanly side of theirs come out, which you will appreciate a lot. I'm seeing lots of gift giving over here. I'm actually seeing you guys being the kind of couple who are not afraid of sharing aspects of their relationship on social media. So cute couple selfies and stuff, you both will most definitely be sharing it on social media. In fact, it is quite possible that you both might create a separate couples account where you keep on posting your combined life updates and stuff. I also see a shared goal over here. This shared goal can be buying a house together, starting a family together, it can be anything. And I see you both very dedicatedly working towards it. I am very excited to see the future of this connection as well, because I am picking up on aspects of finality over here. This is it, this is end game. I am definitely getting that over here. So let's quickly take a look at some messages for you from Spirit, and then I will see you in your extended reading if you're up for it, which is in the description box, where we will see who will make the first move, when will you guys start dating each other, and where will the relationship go. Spirit, any messages that you would like to give to group 1? So the card is friendship, and it says make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Anything else that you'd like to say to group 1, Spirit? Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So don't question your worth when you get into a relationship. Don't wonder, like, why me? What's so special about me? All your life you've just done good things for others. For a change, you can relax, move from the driver's seat to the passenger seat, and just enjoy the relationship. Okay, so the link to your extended reading is in the description box, like I said. Thank you so much for being here. Do subscribe if you are new, by the way, and leave a like in this video. It helps a lot. I will see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. God, I just started with my intro monologue. Anyway, so group 2, welcome to your reading. We will take a look at your oracles first to find out what is the current energy of your connection with the person on your mind. Then we'll move on to your tarot cards and ask, will you ever date this person or not? And then we will move on to your extended reading, the link to which is in the description box. So think of a person and let's go. Spirit, what is the current energy between group 2 and the person on their mind? We have focus. What is the current energy between group 2 and the person on their mind? Wisdom. What is the current energy between group 2 and the person on their mind? And we have pleasure. And at the bottom of the deck, we have delight. Okay, so group 2, let's see. One of you has feelings and the other person is blissfully unaware. And I feel like it is them who is unaware that you have feelings for them. You seem to be very heavily focused on them. Even if you have options, even if there are other people who keep on asking you out, who hit on you, you don't really like any of them that much, because I just heard my heart is set. So it seems like your heart is set on this person, because of which you don't really see much appeal in anybody else. And like I said, they don't seem to know. Also, with wisdom and pleasure over here, your personalities, the crowds you hang in, maybe even your socioeconomic backgrounds or what you guys do for a living, there might be a lot of difference. Not necessarily gap is different, just a difference. For example, simple example, in a classroom, you would be the person to sit in the front and they would be a backbencher. They would be a jock and you would be in the math club, like that. So there is a difference. You know a lot about this person. Like, you know a lot about this person. You know their likes, you know their dislikes, you know their favorite place to hang out, their favorite ice cream flavor, how they like their coffee, everything. Because this person shares about them a lot. So I'm not implying that you're very good at stalking or anything. They share, you like them, so of course you listen with intent because you are interested in them, like that. This individual is notorious for being a player, okay? Especially if you're a feminine and you're watching this, it seems like you've fallen for someone who is infamous as a fuckboy, as a player. Perhaps they're not one. I don't know if they are actually like that or not, but the cards at least indicate that they have that tag on them. Like, that's how a lot of people know them, okay? I don't think you guys have ever had a decent conversation, because in like your energy compared to theirs, it does not seem to be in that orbit. You know, like how we used to play this game of we have to find something or someone, and you would go all hot, 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 cold, cold, cold. So you and them right now, it seems very cold, 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 which you can see in fact over here in this card. So they don't know how you feel. You've never really tried to express how you feel either. And there is some hesitation. The hesitation is because of what you know about them. The hesitation is because of whatever it is that you've heard about them. What you want is very different from what you think that they're usually into. So for instance, you want one relationship that lasts, all right? But you have heard from people that this person keeps coming in and out of relationships. So you are not sure whether you should take the risk of confessing to them that you like them or not. So it's very complicated. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now to solve the mystery and see whether you will actually ever date this person or not. Spirit, will group 2 ever date the person on I was just paused because I got another message. For some of you, group 2, and this is a very specific message, so only take it if it resonates. For some of you, the problem is not so much the fact that you want different things and they want different things and they don't know how you feel. The problem is that their family either does not like you or has already picked someone for them and has barred them from hanging out with you or dating you or speaking to you. So because of that, even if you want to be together, you're not able to come together. So very specific message, like I said. Let's see what comes out in your tarot cards, group 2. Spirit, will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? We have the 2 of Cups. Okay, what else? Will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? We have the 4 of Pentacles. Will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? We have the Devil. Will group 2 ever date the person on their mind? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. The first thing that I want to tell you is that this person that you've fallen for is a very misunderstood person. Okay, I don't think they are a player. We've got the King of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Cups underneath it. So you have actually fallen for someone who can prove to be a very good intellectual, emotional match for you. But there are blockages. Can you clarify the 4 of Pentacles, please? 4 of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Pentacles. And can you clarify the Devil, please, Spirit? And the Devil clarified by the 3 of Wands. So this actually fits very well with the 2 storylines that I got earlier. Okay, so I'll tell you what I got. So for those of you for whom indeed it is their family who has asked them not to talk to you, that blockage has to be worked upon. Maybe this is an only child, or this is a very pampered child, or this is a child who has been parentified and so they feel the sense of responsibility for their family and they're like, I can't just outright go against their wishes. Whatever the case might be, that is an actual issue. However, the 8 of Pentacles being the closing card tells us that this isn't a very rigid blockage, alright? It's not like there isn't any workaround. There is. They can stand up for themselves. They can make their own decision. They're not a child anymore. And if they choose to put their foot down and make it very clear to their family that you do not get to dictate my choices. With the Two of Cups over here, most definitely you both will be dating each other. In fact, with the Two of Cups directly leading to the Four of Pentacles, it will be a long-term relationship. Of course, we'll unlock more of that in the extended. Now, for the second message, if it's got nothing to do with family, in that case, and very, very interestingly over here, group 2, the blockage is actually on your end with the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You think that it is an impossible dream, someone like that would never look at someone like me, someone like that would never go out with someone like me, I'm probably not their type and everything else. But this is all just in your head. These are all just fears. And because of these fears, you are in this waiting and observational energy rather than actually doing something about it, rather than actually, dropping hints or however it is that you would wish to approach this. Because like I said, if you resonate with this line of messages that I'm getting, they don't know how you feel yet, right? So that has to be worked upon, and in that case, it'll be you who has to work on it. In which case also chances of getting into a relationship are there with the Two of Cups, like I said. In fact, if you have ever wondered, this person doesn't even know that I like them, why do I then feel such a strong pull? It is because this is a soulmate energy. All right? In a lot of ways, you both mirror each other. In a lot of ways. And so that is why, see, even if someone asks you, get them off your mind, nothing, this isn't going anywhere, it's not that easy for you. And it's not easy for you because of the kind of connection this is. It isn't just another crush. It isn't just another fleeting, infatuation with someone. It goes deeper. And that actually was made very clear with that Queen of Cups and King of Pentacles that we had at the bottom of the deck for you. So, if the blockage is family, they are the ones who are going to have to put in some effort. And after that, you both will date each other. If it is a fear of, but then what should I say? How can I make a move? They'll probably reject me. Then you are the one who's going to have to put in some effort. But in that case also, like I said, you both will date each other. So with that, let us move on to your extended reading and find out who will make the first move. I'm placing my bets on you, group 2, but we'll see what the cards say in the extended. The timeline for when will you both actually start dating each other, and then the future of this connection. Group 2, I forgot to pull out guidance cards for you, so I'm going to do that right now. Spirit, any message you would like to give to group 2? We have ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. It's almost as if the universe is saying, do not be scared, just go for it. Any other message you would like to give to group 2, Spirit? We've got morning affirmations, which says, say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So perhaps that is something that you can try. The link to your extended reading is in the description box. I will see you in your extended reading, else I will see you next time. All the details to book a personal reading from me are given in the description box. Do leave a like if you liked this video and subscribe if you are new over here. I will greatly appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at your oracles first to find out what is the current energy between you and the person on your mind, and then we'll take a look at your tarot cards to find out will you ever date them or not. We also have an extended reading today in which we will see who will make the first move, the probable timeline, and the future of this connection. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on my email, WhatsApp, or Instagram. All those links are given in the description box. And that is also where you will find the link to my Patreon, where I post exclusive tarot readings and videos in pick a card format. So, let's see. Spirit, what is the current energy between group 3 and the person on their mind? We have relaxation. What is the current energy between group 3 and the person on their mind? New beginnings. What is the current energy between group 3 and the person on their mind? And enlightenment. I'm very curious with the new beginnings over here. Can you tell me a bit more about that, please? New beginnings clarified by Voyage. So I'm getting two messages. For a lot of you, this is a fairly new connection. This is a very recent arrival in your life, a new character that the universe has introduced in your story. And you are interested enough to watch this video, but you're not very sure, like you don't know much about them. Okay, you don't know much about them. How do I explain? Even if this isn't a celebrity, it feels like a celebrity crush only because you don't know them that well, you don't know them personally, but you are attracted to them and you do wonder what it would be like to be with them. Okay, so for a lot of you, that is what's going on. For some of you, I am hearing hit and miss. So I do feel like this is someone who has re-entered your life. There could have been a time when you both were on the same page in terms of how you felt for each other, but not on the same page when it came to were you ready to commit or not. And then you both drifted apart, and now some things happened in their life and in your life, and as you know it, you guys are now back in each other's lives. However, there is a fair degree of being very nonchalant. They might be acting as if nothing had ever happened, or you might be acting as if nothing had ever happened, even though there is this quiet acknowledgement on both ends that there are feelings, but neither person is sure whether those feelings still exist or not. And if this is a totally brand new connection that has come in your life, in that case, I can tell you that the curiosity is shared. They are also curious to know what you think about them, how you feel about them, just as you are curious to know whether this has any potential or not. One or both of you might have recently come out of a relationship, not necessarily a bad breakup, but maybe a long-term relationship. And for that reason, whoever it is that is just out of a relationship might be hoping to wait a little while before they get into another relationship again, because of which also right now there might not be too much action happening from their end or your end. Okay, so now let us see. Do you live in a coastal area? Anyway, let's see. Spirit, will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? We have death over here. Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? We have Page of Wands. Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? We have the Knight of Cups. Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind, Spirit? Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? Will group 3 ever date the person on their mind? We have the 4 of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. If this is someone who has entered your life again, the exit the first time around could have been a little ugly, to say the least. So I mentioned that there were feelings, but one or both of you was not on the same page when it came to commitment and stuff. And because of that, the other person was very hurt. It was like two people stretching a rubber band, and then one person let go, and of course it hit them smack, the other person, and so naturally they were the one that was hurt, and you would know better which end were you on, but my guess is that you were on this end of things, and so it hurt. For a lot of you, I mean, the speed with which the death card flew out, for a lot of you, this is not a new person in your life. They are doing a lot of things to attract your attention, as I can see. Lots of tricks from whatever book they're referring to, purposely posting stories which they know will pique your curiosity, posting statuses which have an underlying message just for you, saying hi, and then once you start replying they go cold. So not exactly hot and cold, but yes, very weird behavior. They're trying to get your attention, that much I can tell you. And there are feelings over here, very clearly. But here's the thing. The Four of Swords over here with the Knight of Cups tells me that you are very risk averse now. Especially when it comes to this person, group 3. You're not sure if you can trust them again. And so, will you date them or not boils down to your free will. I know exactly what to ask now in the extended for this group, but what I can tell you in this part of the reading is that they will be asking you out. Asking you out is not the same as an apology, because I'm not seeing any apology over here, but yes, they will be asking you out. In due course of time, they will make it very clear to you that they have feelings for you, that they want to be with you. They might say things like just one date, or just one cup of coffee, or just grab a beer with me and then let's see where it goes. For some reason, I also heard let's see where the night takes us. Maybe this is something that they have said to you before. They are hoping for reconciliation, and this is also very interesting in itself, that on one end we have death and rebirth, and then on the other hand we have the Four of Swords. One person wants this, the other person has their guards up, and the person that has their guards up is the person who got hurt the first time around. And like I said, I think it's you. So even though you're sitting over here watching this reading, you're not sure, in the event of them asking you to be with them, what would you actually say? So will you ever date them or not? Depends on you. Will they ask you to date them? Yes, 100% they will. Okay. I paused to reflect on your extended reading. Your questions are going to be different. For you, group 3, I will be asking... Shit, I forgot. Okay, I've written it down now. So for you, group 3, we will be asking, can you trust this person, or what are their intentions? I mean, it'll basically be clear to you with that. Then I will ask specifically for guidance for you when it comes to dealing with this person, handling this connection. And then lastly, I'll ask what the future is going to look like for this connection. Okay, so those are going to be your questions for the extended, different from what I had mentioned for the other two groups, because your reading is very, very different. So for now, to close this reading over here, let's see what messages would Spirit like to give to you. Anything you'd like to say to group 3, Spirit? We have blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Good for you. Anything else you'd like to add to that, Spirit? Anything else you want to say to group 3? Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Maybe you've been avoiding yourself a lot these days, group 3. Too busy with work and other stuff, responsibilities. Make good use of your weekends. Yeah, let's proceed to your extended reading now. Very, very interested to see what comes up. If you are not going to join me there, that's okay. But do leave a like for this video if this helps you, and do subscribe if you are new over here. I will see you next time. Bye.